Are you looking for the TOP5 best 4K laser projectors? In this video, we will look at some of the TOP5 best 4K laser projectors on the market. For more details and price, click product link, please check the description below. Before we get started with our video, number 1. Epson Home Cinema 5050 UB. The Epson Home Cinema 5050 UB is a serious home theater projector for serious home theater enthusiasts. It features a motorized lens with horizontal and vertical lens shift, plus ample zoom. Its 4K enhancement technology offers lots of detail. Its biggest benefit over less expensive 4K projectors, however, is an excellent contrast ratio for deep, dark shadows and bright, popping highlights. There are only a few disappointments, and they're minor. It doesn't quite have the color or razor-sharp detail of its direct competitor, the LG HU85LA. That's not to say the 5050 isn't sharp and colorful. It is just a bit less so, although I like the Epson's overall picture quality a lot more than that of the LG. The 5050 UB is also an absolute unit, several times larger than most of the projectors I've reviewed in the last year, including the LG. In sum, the Home Cinema 5050 UB is an excellent all-around projector that looks fantastic with all content. It offers a significant step up in picture quality over less expensive projectors, like the Optoma UHD35, and costs a lot less than something like the Sony VPL-VW325ES. It even gives its more expensive, laser-powered sibling, the LS11000, a run for its money. Overall, the Epson 5050 is my go-to choice for anyone with a dedicated home theater who wants a projector worthy of the space. The 5050 UB is a 4K and HDR-compatible projector. As such, it can accept 4K and HDR signals, though keep in mind that no projector can do HDR very well. Like all Epson projectors, the 5050 UB uses an LCD light engine, not the DLP that's found in most other projectors. The ones used on the 5050 UB are not technically 4K native resolution. Instead, they're a technology called 4K enhancement that shifts each pixel diagonally to double full HD resolution, according to Epson. This is done very quickly, so it's just a higher resolution image to the eye. Here's a deeper dive into the technology. The short version. It looked plenty sharp to me, if not quite as razor-like as the DLP-powered LG. See below for details. One of the 5050's most notable features that sets it apart from less expensive projectors is a motorized lens. This offers plus 96.3% vertical and plus 47.1% horizontal movement, which should be enough to let the 5050 fit in just about any home. I actually measured slightly more than that in the less accurate dynamic color mode. In the more accurate bright cinema mode, I measured roughly 192 nits, or about 1,732 lumens. This puts it among the brightest projectors we've ever measured. Lamp life is on the low side. Even in the eco mode, Epson rates it at up to 5,000 hours. Some projectors of similar brightness we've reviewed in the last year were capable of upward of 15,000 hours in their most lamp-conserving modes. That said, 5,000 hours is still over 3 years of use at 4 hours a night. Both HDMI inputs are HDMI 2.0 and can accept up to 4K 60. As you might expect from its intended use as a projector for a dedicated theater, it lacks an audio out. Epson assumes, rightly in my opinion, that anyone getting a 5050 would have a traditional projector arrangement with either a receiver or at least a soundbar for audio. Along the same lines, there are lots of control options for home automation systems, including a 12-volt trigger, RS-232, and a ALA-in port. The remote is a big boy, just like the projector it controls, and has a pleasant amber backlight. If you have a 2.35 one screen, as I do, you might reach for this remote for more than just on and off, since you can zoom the projector and fill the screen with 2.35 one content without getting off the couch. The LG HU85LA is the most notable competition for the 5050. They're the same price, but the HU85LA uses newer technology, namely 2 lasers and a phosphor instead of the 5050's more traditional lamp. I connected both using a monoprice once for distribution amplifier and viewed them side by side on a 12-foot wide 1.0 gain screen. Right off the bat, both are great projectors, but their strengths and weaknesses are almost polar opposites. As far as light output goes, they're very similar. In their respective most accurate modes, the LG can do 166.3 nits to the Epson's 192. Objectively, that's a fair bit of difference, but subjectively, side by side, they both just look bright. So we'll call that more or less a tie. Number 2. LG HU85LA CineBeam. The LG HU85LA CineBeam is a Class 1 laser projector that is ultra-bright with 2700 lumens, the most on our list, with a 4K UHD display. It is an ultra-short throw projector, meaning it can display a 120-inch screen from less than 7.5 inches away, giving greater flexibility with placement. With LG Smart TV, this model uses a simple HDMI connection, with Bluetooth connectivity and instant streaming for apps like Netflix and Amazon Prime. Alexa comes built in as well. HDR10 and dynamic tone mapping brings beautiful picture. Plus, you will find LG exclusive ThinQ AI technology. Number 3. Optoma UHD35. The UHD35 packs a lot into its tiny case and low price. It can throw a ton of light, produces accurate colors, and has great detail. The contrast ratio isn't great, but is pretty average among 4K projectors in this price range. And that price really is the UHD35's biggest selling point. It offers great picture quality for only a few $100s over the best 1000 ADI projectors. It doesn't offer lens shift or much in the way of a zoom, but if it fits in your room, it's a great way to get 4K on a budget. Number 4. Samsung the Premier. Samsung the Premier is an ultra-short throw projector that does not require large distances to project your favorite movies and shows on the latest surfaces. It does require a wall mount but features 4K UHD ultra-bright laser technology. There are 2200 lumens with 240 watts for brightness, with a 4K resolution that is sparkling clear. This smart TV from Tizen incorporates outstanding sound, with a powerful subwoofer and 30W speakers. Plus, voice assistants are available from all your favorite services, including Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, and Bixby. Number 5. Epson Home Cinema LS11000. The Epson LS11000 uses an entirely different technology to create light. Lasers. Most other projectors use UHB lamps instead, which are glorified light bulbs. The LS11000's colorful image with faster startup and shutdown times, no lamp replacement, and a better dynamic contrast ratio, while it is more expensive at first than the HC5050. Over the life of the projector, they'll cost about the same. The 5050 performs better in a few areas, but overall the LS11000 creates a deeply colorful, highly detailed image.